So if you have any doubts or any questions, you can ask regarding it.
Do we need to install the PEGA 8.7 or else like a PEGA Infinity 23?
23, there is no installation process. No? That is just a cloud version. So you have to install 8.7.
Okay.
Do you have 23 with you?
No, I'm just asking like, is it possible to install?
No, it's not there to install. That will be available on the cloud. Anyone can access. Just go and install 8.7.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll start our session sharp 8 o'clock. Okay. It's 8 o'clock. We'll start now. See, last class we were discussing about BPM. Okay, BPM is business process management. So to manage your business, to process your business and manage its tasks, you design one system. Then that system is said to be business process management system. So here we are talking about a BPM system using which you can develop your applications. Okay, using which you can develop your applications. So you can develop your business process management applications using BPM system, and BPM system allows you to develop your applications where it provides the facilities of requirements gathering, analysis and design. Okay, that you will be doing development environment, unit testing, scenario testing, regression testing, deployments, versioning, reporting. All this will be all these tasks which you usually do by using different combinations of tools can be done by a single tool called as BPM tool. Can be done by a single tool called as BPM tool. So BPM tool has so many features where you can do all things from requirement phase to complete development, deployments, versioning and reporting, everything. Okay, that can be done on BPM tool. So it's a unified platform where you can do act as a full-fledged developer. Okay, full stack developer. Now, this is what we have discussed. Later on, we were looking at a point like, so how do you design a transaction model in BPM? So we design a transaction model in a BPM system while developing applications using a flow diagram model, flow chart. The same you are also calling it as a flow. The same you are also calling it as flow, or you can call it as process. You can call it as process. So what do you mean by process? What is process defining here? Hold on. The process is defining the transaction life cycle. Process is defining transaction life cycle. One transaction is equal to one work. One transaction is equal to one work. Now here you go. A process means it is a unit of work that can be completed either by acceptance or rejection. Process is a unit of work that can be completed either by acceptance or rejection. Okay, so this is what we have discussed in the last class. So last class we discussed that BPM is a unified platform where it facilitates you to develop the, do the tasks in your project development, starting from requirement phase to complete reporting phase. All the phases you can do on a single platform, and you can design your transaction model like a flow diagram. And the flow diagram is also called as process. Process is a unit of work that can be completed either by acceptance or rejection. Okay, so here you go now. See, if you're going to develop your applications using BPM system, you have to name the system something, right?
Conference will now be recorded.
Please mute from your end. Online view.
Online streams.
Okay, so here you go now. See, BPM system, you have to name it, some name you have to give. Suppose if I develop a product, I definitely name the product, right? So the name of the BPM system, we consider it to be BPM suite. BPM suite. BPM suite is a BPM system. So whatever we discussed so far related to BPM suite. So BPM suite is a software system that allows for the direct execution of the business process. So BPM suite is a system which is allowing you to develop the business applications. Also, the applications that you develop can run on the same system. It can run on the same BPM system. Okay, and by considering the built-in business rules. So BPM system is going to allow you to develop as well as allow you to process your business transactions by considering the built-in business rules. The built-in business rules. I think I've tried built-in business rules. Built-in business rules. So here is one new term called as business rule. Here is a new terminology called as business rule. So we need to try to understand what do you mean by business rule. What do you mean by business rule? Okay. So let me explain you what is a business rule. So I am not going to say this in terms of technical, but I'll tell you in terms of real world. Okay, as of now. But while you are practically working on PEGA, you'll understand the technical aspect. But now it is difficult to understand. If I tell you also, you'll not be able to understand. But in real world, I'll tell you what is a business rule. So here, BPM system, entire business process management system, it's processing everything will be controlled by business rules. The BPM system processing will be controlled by what? Business rules. Business rules will be there in the BPM. Business rules will control the business process management system. See, so we are a human being, right? So we'll be doing so many tasks. So all these tasks, whatever the entire body, it will be controlled by brain. It will be controlled by our brain. Correct? So brain will control. So, and yourself, you are going to just what you do? You are going to make some rules for yourself. You're going to make some rules for yourself. Let's say, for example, you make a rule for yourself that I wanted to wake up 5 a.m. in the morning every day. That's a rule that you are going to create yourself. You store that rule in your mind. So what does it say? Whenever the morning time 5 o'clock, it is 5 o'clock. So obviously that rule is going to get executed. That will control your system. You wake up or you go to sleep by 10 p.m. Okay, I want to have lunch sharp 1 o'clock every day. I want this type of simple. So our entire life that runs, this entire system that is going to work is going to depend on rules only. So we have certain rules and regulations for our personal life, based on which only we will be acting. Without that, imagine yourself. Will there be any action or movement in you? No action, no movement. Anything you are doing, you are going to set some restrictions yourself. I want to do this. I don't want to do this. I want to do this up to some extent only. Okay, certain rules and regulations you will keep, and based on that, your biological system will work, right? This is applicable for everything in this world. Everything that is having an action in this world is being acting based on certain rules and regulations. Suppose I am driving on a road by a car. Okay, so I have a car, I'm driving on road. And just while going on the road, I've seen a red signal. What am I going to do now? If you are there in my place, what you do? You're going to stop at the zebra crossing, obviously. Then let's say after a few minutes, green signal. What would you do now? You just move on, right? What is this red signal? What is this green signal? It is a rule. It is a rule in the vehicle trafficking system that is controlling your behavior in the system. And the system is being controlled by that rules only. Clear or not? So that's general, in the general sense of understand, right? Every system will have certain rules defined. The system will be controlled by the rules. Every system. Understand? Clear, everyone? So in a business process management system, rules are there. The business process management system will be controlled by rules. That rule is called as business rule. That rule is called as Business rule. My personal life rule, personal life rule. Traffic rule, you said, right? Protocols will be there when some politician is coming. That's a different type of rule. That's a different protocol. Okay. So for every system will have respect to rules defined, and the system will be controlled by the rules. Understand? In BPM also, we have rules called as business rules. Let me go here. Day 3, right? So BPM suit. BPM suit. In BPM suit, what do you have? Business rules. What does business rules will do? Controls the system. Entire system will be controlled by business rules. Okay, look at here. I told you general example. Another example is drafted here. Just an example. Think of a business rule as a statement aimed to influence the behavior of a system. A system's behavior will be influenced by rule. That's what it's aimed. Now, consider the financial transaction business process for credit cards. You take a financial transaction business process of credit card system. See, I have a credit card. I went to a purchase center. I have purchased around 3 lakhs. And I want to pay it by using my credit card. My credit card limit is 2 lakhs only. I'm trying to pay. What happens when I swipe and enter the PIN number? Transaction rejected or declined, insufficient funds or limit exceeded, something. Now, there is another person, similar card is there. His limit is 4 lakhs. He purchased it for 3 lakhs as me. And he is trying to pay, the same system has accepted. Same system has accepted because he has enough limit now. So now the system behavior is controlled by rule. Which rule? Here, what is the rule? Limit. Limit is the rule. Based on the limit, system is taking a decision how it should act, processing and all. Limit is less than the purchase amount, don't process. Limit is greater than the purchase amount, process. Now, how does the system have information about the limit? I'm asking generally a question. Limit is known to system, right? That's why it is able to match it with the purchase amount. Purchase amount, anyhow, you are entering. Okay, by scanning or manually, you are entering. Limit is not written on my credit card. I did not tell them the limit. And purchase center system doesn't have limit. My limit will not be there with them. Then how come it is available to the system? So limit is being stored somewhere in the database. Somewhere in the database. Go here. I'm sorry. Go here. Limit is being stored somewhere in the database. Limit is there in database. System is there here. System is now communicating with database. Understand? Able to imagine? System is communicating with, see, electricity is there in a capacitor. Light is here. How come? There is a communication channel, no? Wire is there. Electricity is from capacitor. It is going through the wire and reaching out to the light. Driving, that is being driven. Electricity is being driven to make the light glow. Electricity is being driven to make the TV screen on. Right? Something should be stored somewhere. It should be driven. You are acting, you have energy, no? Okay, you are active and you have energy. Energy is being driven. Driven from the food that you have taken. Food you have taken is being processed and been converted into energy. It's been driven into your cells everywhere. That's why you are now active. Okay, so everything will get stored and reside somewhere that will be driven, and after being driven, there will be an action, obviously. Okay, so now BPM system is going to be controlled by business rules. That business rules should be staying, residing, or storing, whatever you say, in a database. Understand? The database also we will name something, we will give no terminology we want to use. Business rules are stored in a database called as business rules database. Called as. So there is another component in the architecture of BPM. We are now looking at the architecture of BPM system. System we call it a BPM suite, and we are calling business rules which will control the BPM system. Without rules, system is no more. Okay, and business rules database which will store the business rules. Okay, this clear everyone? Online student, You don't have to think about the technology. You think about the real world, your personal life, or look around yourself, and whatever you see, everything is related to this one. Okay, you compare the technology with the real world, then only you will be able to understand it easily. Okay, that's very, very important. Online students, are you clear so far? In this point, are you clear? Clear. Okay, thank you. Now, see, business rules are there in a database. Okay, application is here. There are two entities. Look at here. Here you go. I'll go to the PPT to the top level. Business rules are stored in database. Application is here. Two different layers. How the communication is happening? You should communicate. See, in order to talk to database, in order to talk to application, we need one intermediate layer that is called as software program. That is a program using a technology. That's what you are calling a business logic. Business logic is must. Business logic will act as a communicator between these. Now this business logic program is there, no software. This program will run. It will go to database. Okay, I'll tell you. I am applying for a new credit card. At the time of credit card, limit should be generated. One rule should be generated and stored. No, whatever that I submit the documents and everything will be processed according to my profile. Limit will be generated. Forward direction. Limit will be stored in the database. Who will store? Business logic. Business logic will generate and store it in the database. Next time I am a registered user. No, I purchased. Now limit will be driven from the database to the system to perform the processing. Yes or no? This is what going to happen. Yes or no? Okay. So all this will be this communication driving the business roles from database to application will be done by a software program, which we are calling as business rules engine. We are going to call it as business rules engine. Rules engine. I'll tell you an example. Simple example. Imagine we have some 1 acre of land where we want to do farming. If I want to do farming, everything is there with me except water. But water is available. Water is available just a little bit far away distance. Imagine there is a lake or there may be a well or something is there. Water is there in the well, and I have here my agriculture land. I want to drive the water here, not manually. I don't want to go there and bring it. I want to use mechanical energy. How can I do it? I have to, in between, I have to add one motor pump set. Motor pump set I will place in between. One pipe from motor pump set I will be connecting into well. Another pipe I will be connecting to my agricultural land. What this motor pump set is doing exactly? It is taking the water from the well and driving it to the agricultural land to achieve my business goals. Yes or no? Exactly same thing. Now, database business rules are there. Your application is available here. Your application is available here. Business rules are there in the database. Now, in order to run the system, you want to over process the business? No. To do that, we need business rules to be available. So business rules will be driven from business rules database to till the environment. BPM suite by you with the help of a business rules engine. Business rules engine is a software program. There it is hardware motor engine. Here it is a software program. Software program runs in between. It is connected one end to the database, connected another end to the application. It will drive and bring here so that I can achieve my business goals in the processing time I've designed. This one everyone clear? Online students. Okay, clear, right? So this is what business rules engine is a software program. As I said, engine, don't consider it like a hardware. Business rules engine is a software program which will be in between BPM suite and business rules database, which will drive the business rules from business rules database to the system. That's the architecture of BPM I'm talking about. Understand clear everyone? Online students, are you clear with the architecture? Architectural components I am talking about. Okay, now look at here. This is where we are. Not here. Scroll down. Here, business rules engine. This diagram makes sense now. Application, business rules database. In between, what is there? Business rule. Business rules engine drives the business rules from database to application. To and fro will be there. Okay. This example diagram also I have kept. That is okay. Okay. Next you see here. See, so far I told you about the business rules BPM system components. One more I forgot to write. That is process. What is it? Process. Second one, third one, fourth. These are the four main components in BPM system. The entire BPM system, its architecture has that BPM suite architecture. It has process. What is the purpose of process? Defines transaction life cycle. Defines transaction life. Business rules controls the BPM suite behavior, processing behavior, everything. Business rules database, storage place of business rules. Business rules engine, software program in between BPM suite and business rules database, which drives business rules from business rules database to BPM suite. Understand clear? It will control the behavior of the system rules. So rules should be driven for processing purpose. That will be driven by business rules. These are the components in BPM system. Everyone clear? So we understand BPM as a system so far. Actually, this system is not a reality. This is not a reality. To design your business process management system like this, you can design. It's a methodology defined. It's a methodology being defined. Use this methodology, have these architectural components, you design your own system. That system is said to be BPM system. Take any technology to do all this. Design a BPM system. The system should have process model of architecture for transaction design. The system should have business rules. System should be controlled by business rules. System should have business rules database to store the rules. System should have business rules engine, one software program included in the system, which will have the capability to drive the business. If you come up designing your own system like this, then that system is said to be BPM system. BPM system. Okay. So what is the difference between process and business rule? See, rule controls the processing. Process defines the processing. How processing? First step, second step, third step. This will be defined by process. These steps, action will be controlled by rule. Processing is defined. Okay, I have defined a processing. In the processing, I said leave request greater than 5 days. Okay, and without accepting. Otherwise, leave request greater than 5 days, request for more details. Go back to customer, request for more details. Leave request less than 5 days, approve. So processing has a now diversion, right? Conditional path is there. Condition is there. Condition A satisfied, go into left direction. Condition B satisfied, go into right direction. This direction is process. This is controlled by rule. So our road is a process. So red signal, green signal are controlling your movement on the road. No, that is called rule. You understand, online student? Whoever has asked this. Amrit. Clear? Respond on the charting window. Yes. So this is about BPM suite. Make sense? So it is a methodology. Anyone can come up designing a BPM system using any technologies, combination of technologies, design one BPM system. That system must have flow diagram model of transaction representation. System must have certain rules defined. System must have business rules database to store those rules. System must have a built-in software program. Along with system, software program should be written to communication to database to the system purpose. If you come up with this type of system designed by yourself, following the BPM methodology, that system is said to be BPM tool. That system is said to be BPM tool. So all the BPM tools available in today's market are built based on the BPM methodology to process your business, internal business. Understand clear, everyone? You understand why a tool is called a BPM tool? If I want to call a tool is BPM tool, it should be meant for business processing, and it should have the components of flow diagrammatical model, business rules database, business rules engine. All these should that are the guidelines. Okay, understand clear, everyone? Online students, are you clear? Okay. Now there is a company called as PEGA Systems. What is the company name? PEGA Systems has developed a product. They have developed a product. That product they have developed using BPM methodology. Using BPM methodology. Then that product is said to be BPM tool, no? BPM methodology they have used and developed a product. Then that product is said to be BPM tool. They have to give a name to the product, no? Name of the product. Product is PRPC. What is the name of the product? PEGA Rules Process Commander. Now you understand PEGA is a shortcut word we are using. PEGA tool, PEGA tool, PEGA tool. Okay, no problem. Shortcut we are using. PEGA BPM we are using. Why? PEGA BPM we are using because it's a BPM tool. That's why I'm calling it PEGA BPM, PEGA BPM, PEGA BPM. It's built based on BPM methodology. Now the tool should have a name, no? In the BPM you gave name as BPM suite, no? Here also you should give, the company should give some name, no? They given the name as PEGA Rules Process Command. This is not a simple name that they have given just like that. I'll explain you. See, PEGA Rules Process Command. Look at here. See, if PEGA is PRPC, PEGA has developed a product, PEGA Rules Process Commander. So here BPM suite is equivalent to, in PEGA, it is PRPC, no? BPM suite, this heading is equal to this one here. All these four should be available here also, no? Yes or no, online students? But here they can give their own naming terminology. I am developing my BPM product. I can give my own naming convention, no? Matching. Means behavior will be same as that, but my own naming convention. Process in BPM suite here also process defines the transaction lifecycle. Business rules they are calling in general. I will call it as PEGA rules, my own terminology. You got the first part of the tool name. Business rules here is equal to PEGA rules, first part of the tool name. Understand? Now, business rules store in business rules database. Okay, controls PRPC system. PRPC system it will control. Okay. Now, business rules they are calling. Here we are calling PEGA rules. Business rules database, what do you call here? I will tell you. Rule base. What do you call in PEGA? Rule base. Storage place of PEGA rules. Storage place of PEGA rules. Actually, equivalently, it should be available here. Naming convention only changing. IBM has developed a BPM tool. They will give their own naming convention. Their wish. No one will object. Business rules engine. Here PEGA has developed and given a name as process commander. Yes or no? So now the PEGA rules process commander name makes sense. PEGA rules will be driven by software program called as process commander. PEGA rules will get stored into rule base. That will be driven from rule base to PEGA platform by using process command. That's the name of the tool. Tool name is, overall its architectural behavior is tool name. Everyone clearly understand PEGA rules process commander meaning? Everyone. So if you divide PRPC into two parts, PR stands for Pega rules, stores in rule base. PC stands for process commander, which will interact with rule base and drives Pega rules from rule base to application. That's why it is called as PRPC. Okay, everyone clear? Make sense? Respond on the charting window, everyone. Today, if someone is going to ask you why the name is PRPC, you should be able to explain. Pega platform is a BPM platform. Its entire processing will be controlled by rules. Those they are calling as Pega rules. And these rules will be storing in a database called as rule base. These rules from rule base will be driven by a software program that is called a process. That's why the name is Pega rules process. Okay. So I have repeated again. Srikant. You have to fully focus here. So while reading this, you need to get the imagination of that database, that agricultural land, water, motor, all that. If you are able to understand, it is very easy to remember. That's how you need to remember the technology in connection with the real life. Okay, Srikant, are you clear? Okay, so if you remember the agricultural land, water, motor pump set, and a well, water storage place. That water is rules. This agricultural land is actual platform. This in between is process commander. Understand? It's easy to remember. Now the same I have given here. The comparison same I have given. BPM suite, PRPC, process, business rules, business same equivalent terminology. What is in Pega? Only flow is not changing. Process is not changing. Remaining all naming convention has been changed. Whatever the naming convention, but I understand the functional behavior, its purpose. That's pretty much fair. So what is Pega rules process commander? Why it is available? PRPC tool is provided. Why they provided? PRPC tool has been developed using BPM. It is been developed for the purpose of developing your applications and executing your business processing. Processing your business as well as development of application will be done on BPM suite. That is what here, PRPC. That's what given here. So Pega rules process commander is a revolutionary solution for building the BPM systems. So Pega has come forward, developed a system using BPM methodology. It is going to be useful while you want to develop applications without the need of coding and you want to process your business transactions on the same platform. So here you go. PRPC is a comprehensive platform for building and deploying BPM, CRM, decision management, and case management applications. See, this decision management and case management works together with BPM and CRM. These are the concepts. These are the systems, BPM, CRM. BPM stands for business process management. CRM stands for customer relationship management. Customer relationship management. CRM is also available with Pega Systems. Pega Systems company also has CRM provision. CRM is a different model. BPM is a different model. Who is market leader in CRM? Everyone knows that. Salesforce. In the same, Pega has CRM, but not up to the mark. See, there are so many operating systems. Who is leader? Linux or Windows? In the business world, Linux. In the normal world, Windows is the leader. Yes or no? In the same, but hundreds of operating systems. Same way, so many BPM systems are there. So many CRM suites are there. But who is leader in CRM? Salesforce. In the same way, in BPM, Pega is market. BPM, Pega is market. Understand clear, everyone? So why? What is the reason? I will tell you. Pega rules process commander, it's a process that focuses on automation of the work and the powerful automation of programming. Pega rules process commander has two qualities. Automating the work can be done using Pega platform. Automating the program can be done using Pega platform. First, we will discuss automation of work. You know what is meant by work, right? Work will be done by whom? Usually, who will be doing work? Human beings are going to do the work. I said automation of work. What does it mean? Who will do the work? System will do, some machine will do, or some software program will do. That's what now the world is transforming from one phase to another phase. That's where we are actually now. We are in a transformation phase. We are in between. It's transforming to AI. Okay. Now, see here. Work can be automated. Some of the work that you regularly do, repeatedly do, why should you do? Write a program for that. Schedule the program every day. Every day morning 7 o'clock, send an SMS to customer. Okay, stating this is your bank balance. One SMS. Every day, who should log in and send SMS? No need, no. Write a program which will interact with that SMS server. It will interact with the database. Bring the database phone numbers, SMS server, draft one message and send it. That's it, done. Okay, automatically every day it will run on schedule basis. This is called work automation. This is called work automation. Now, the powerful feature of PRPC is not work automation. Up to some extent, work automation is available in PEGA. We will be practically doing it. But the powerful feature of PRPC is automation of program automation. Who will write programs? Humans. Now I said program automation means what? System will write or generate the program. Gen AI, generative AI, it will generate automatically, right? So PEGA has the ability to generate the programs in the background, where a developer need not to know any syntaxes or anything about programming. No need to know. Online students, are you following? Every one of you following, right? Okay. So automation of program is automatically generated. That's it. Look at here. A simple thing I will show you. This is a UI based development, right? PEGA is UI based. How programs will be generated? PEGA is user interface based development. Okay. I want to create a class in Java. You may not need to know about all these things. Just I am giving you an idea and information. See here, class syntax, class name ABC, something, open brace, closed brace, something like this. You might be writing. I don't know about Java much. Maybe public. I remember it from my BTech. Public static void main. Something you'll write here. I think string arts or something you'll write. And inside this, you are going to write the code. If you don't follow this syntax, it doesn't work out. You must follow this. There's no doubt about it. Same I want to do in PEGA also. Same I want to do in PEGA also. PEGA is user interface based development. No, right click somewhere. You don't know where to right click. Just grasp the point, not the navigations. Create user interface menu. System admin class. Class creation process begin. Name of the class. Some name I have given to the class. I said create. Abstract concrete class will be there. No, that's an extension. Okay, something I am choosing here. Okay, don't bother about this one, this forms and all. I gave a name to the class. I chosen the type of the class. That's it. You bother about it. Now I did create a class. I have created a class, something what you have done in Java, but I created it in a different way. How did I create? Navigations. That's what PEGA. PEGA is UI based programming, but internally it will generate the class coding. That's called automation of program. Program will be generated internally. As a developer, you don't need to know about the syntax and all, but you need to know about the navigation. That's what you're going to learn. UI based, form based programming model. Form means UI. PEGA is going to provide you user interface based programming model. Form means UI, user interface. So now I have written a program for creating a class. Same I have done UI based programming. Understand clear, everyone? That's why I said you don't have to have knowledge about any syntaxes and all. Concepts I'll teach you. Navigations I'll show you. Follow that and try to remember and try to understand. Everyone clear what is meant by automation of program? This is the powerful feature of PRPC. Any BPM tool you are learning, here and there, little bit of coding is required. PEGA is zero code. This tool development has been started in 1983. When? Before Java. It was being developed using C language. Later CPP. Later converted to Java. Maybe tomorrow they may convert to Python. I don't know. But as a PEGA developer, I don't have to bother about what technology is being used to develop this one. I need to learn this platform. How to use this platform to generate my programs internally. I don't have to bother about what program is generated. Okay, clear everyone? So that's what about PEGA rules process commander, automation of program, UI based programming model. Next, architecture of PEGA. That's the last one. So far, are you clear everyone? Yes, PEGA has user interface. Tool as UI means it should have been developed using HTML, JavaScript and CSS. No, they use it to develop the tool. I don't have to write that code. To design UI, I don't have to write the code. I will again drag and drop. It will internally generate that HTML or whatever it wants. Understand? Clear? For anything, not only business logic, UI, business logic, database, everything is user interface based navigations. Internally, it may generate a program automatically. So what is the architecture of PEGA? You already know in the architecture of PEGA, you have 4 components. No, in the architecture of PEGA, I'll write down one more point here. PEGA is automation tool. Automation tool for what? Application development. See, PEGA is automation tool. It is development automation tool. What is its purpose? Developer tasks are automated. No, code is automatically generated. Developer will write in code. Development is automated. Application development automation tool. You know, Blue Prism, OpenSpan, Automation Anywhere, UiPath. These are also automation tools only. Those are task automation, work automation. What automation? The work you want to do, no, it will be done automatically. You'll have to write the coding there. Those automation tools are work automation tools. These RPA tools, robotic process automation. Robot, you know, right? Robot will do instead of us. What it will do? Task it will do. Right? Now PEGA is also a robot, but program robot it is. Programming will be done by PEGA. You will be provided with UI based navigations. Understand? Now, architecture of PEGA. What are the components in architecture of PEGA? Straightforward. I am not going to write the this content here. This content I'll remove because above I have given how many components are there so far? 4, you know, 4 components. I'll tell you. See, while explaining you this architecture, 3 things I am going to ignore that I will be covering later because you will not be able to understand. First one, rule set. I'll ignore now. We'll practically use it. Node manager, I will show you sometime later in admin studio later. Then only you'll understand. Servlet also I will tell you as part of other later architecture. These 3 I will not discuss now. Remaining everything I will tell you. See, this is PEGA platform, right? PEGA platform has rules. Rules are stored in rule base. It is driven by process commander. Rules, rule base, process commander, 3 things you know. Process will be there anyhow. Remaining I am trying to explain. I want to access PEGA environment. If I want to access PEGA environment, you know, I should log in. I should log in. See, you are going to log into Facebook to access its features. Yes or no? You're going to log into Facebook to access its features. You are able to log in means your login details are already stored in Facebook or not? Yes. You log in into Facebook, you will be able to access it to see something and all. A business person log into Facebook for his business purpose. Business account is there for you. What he can do? He can create advertisement. He can promote advertisement. He can pay the bills for advertisement. Facebook side admin teams will be there now. They will manage review your advertisement content, any wrong content. I am trying to sell, let's say I am trying to sell Tata Ace online in Facebook. Is it okay? It's restricted as per the country. No, they should review and approve your advertisement. He's telling Tata Ace, no. That reviewing access, approving or rejecting access will be there for admins from Facebook. When admin login, UI is different. Access level is different. When business person login, something what he sees is different. His level of access is different. When common person like me login, it is different. Same platform or not. Different roles of people of different logins created in the same platform. Managing these levels of access is done in the same platform. That's what you see here. Users and developers means different roles of people related logins you can create on the PEGA platform itself. In the architecture of PEGA platform, security roles, everything is available. That feature is available in the architecture of PEGA platform. Everyone clear this point? Next, PEGA platform has Java compiler in its architecture. Hey, why Java compiler in a PEGA platform? I will tell you. To develop this PEGA platform also, they would have used some technologies, no? So PEGA platform related user interface they have developed, no? For that they have used, just give me 1 minute. For that they have used HTML, CSS, JavaScript. This PEGA platform UI, everything is developed by using HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Process commander I told, no? Process commander program. That program is being written by using Java language. At the very beginning, 1983, which language? C language. Later, after a few years, it is been converted to CPP to make it more dynamic. Internet world. Later, it has been converted fully into Java. Tomorrow, they may convert into Python. I don't know. Okay, whatever they convert, I don't know much about. In the architecture of PEGA, Java compiler required everything that you create internally will be converted into Java. No, Java compiler only Java adds to process. No, that's why in the architecture Java compiler is there. Next important point. XML clipboards. What is that? Clipboard means nothing. It's like, you know, notice board, right? What will be there on notice board? Content will be there. XML clipboard will have, it's something which will have XML content. See, PEGA rules process commander environment, whatever you create, whatever the input that you give to the system, whatever the output that you get out of the system, everything internally it will be converted into XML format. XML is a strong scripting language, not scripting, I'm sorry, markup language. XML is a free form, strong, secure markup language. So you are seeing a flow diagram here, right? For this, I want to show you XML. You don't have to understand this. Extended markup language. I'm not saying the abbreviation. It's strong by its nature, secure. That's what I'm trying to say. Markup language. I told. This is the format of the flow diagram internally, how it looks like as an XML. This one. As a developer, you need to know 2 tags out of this XML that I will tell you later. Nothing else you need to bother about. Okay, 2 tags I'll tell you later. So the input that you provide to PRPC system, the output that you get out of the PRPC system, everything will be internally converted into XML format for the purpose of security, for the purpose of internal security in the processing. So that's why in the architecture of PRPC you have XML. Understand? One thing is pending now. Integrations. Okay, I'm not going to tell you in detail. High level I'll explain. Listen to me carefully. In the real world, business applications, not only PEGA, any technology, there may be a need. One business application wanted to communicate with other business application to process their business, to fulfill their business needs. This application may have to communicate with other application. I will tell you. See, you're trying to apply for a credit card. The banking people will come to you. Take your KYC. Do your KYC, yes or no? KYC they have to do. KYC means your identification details in this country has to be available as and should match as per the documents you submitted. Document you can fabricate and submit, not you me. Let's say, why should I say you? Okay, someone can fabricate the document, submit to make a fraud. They want to verify that data, no. But for verifying data, banking system doesn't have your details, no. Who will have your data? Indian government systems will have your data. Now banking system wants to communicate with government system to perform some task of performing the KYC of a customer. 2 applications communication is required here or not? Yes. That can be achieved with a concept called as web services. Integration means connecting. This connection, connecting 2 systems to perform your business, process your business is much needed. This connecting is called integration. That can be developed by using web services concept. For that, there are protocols available. So the diagram has, in the architecture, we have integrations, which means that PEGA supports integrating PEGA application with other applications over the web. Understand? Using web service protocols. That's why architecture has integration concept. So PEGA architecture has process, PEGA rules, rule-based, process commander, Java compiler, XML clipboards. What else? Integrations simply. Additional, I did not teach you. Okay. 8th one, users and roles. Users and roles can be created. Additional, I did not teach you. Servlet. What else? Rule set. I did not tell you this. No. Leave it. Rule set means that includes versions also. One more I did not tell you. Node manager. Is that node details? Manager, leave it. Node manager. Node. Okay. Node manager. Okay. Admin studio. As part of admin studio, I'll show you this node manager. These are the architectural details of PRPC system. That's it. I just wanted to let you know the architecture. Okay. So it's a full-fledged platform. Using PEGA platform. Gather requirements. Second one, develop the application and components. Okay. Third one, do unit testing, scenario testing, integration testing. All this you can do on PEGA. Fourth one, versioning can be done. Fifth one, build and deployment can be done. Sixth one, you told no, reporting can be done. All these are on single platform. Everything you are doing on single platform without the need of coding. Everything. Okay, all this we will be learning from your batch. I told you I have also included testing part. Okay, I'll take maybe 5 to 6 sessions or 10 sessions if you take additional. Okay, so if I have to tell you from the basics of testing, black box, white box, it will take more sessions. If I have to tell you how to do the testing, it will take less classes. We'll see as per your convenience that time. Okay, but it is better to know the fundamentals before you do it actually. Okay, you learn, understand what is black box, what is white box, what is scenario based, what is integration, what is regression testing. Okay, what is unit testing? Okay, this and all you understand the concepts, then you perform testing. Generally, that makes a better sense. REST protocol also. REST is not a protocol; it's an architecture that is also there. We will be doing it practically. Okay, so that is all about PEGA BPM demo. 2 days I have taken how many days for this? 2 days. We are done with 3 days so far. Day 1, informative session. Day 2 and 3. Connected. These 2 hours, 2 days you have to look at it as single session. 2 days you have to look at it as single session of explaining you, giving you clear-cut idea about PEGA, its advantages, BPM, why PEGA is called as BPM tool, what is the architecture of BPM, and what is the architecture of PEGA, what we can do using PEGA. All that. Clear, everyone? So now you are pretty much clear about all this. Someone is going to ask you, explain me about why PEGA is called as BPM and what we can do using PEGA. That and all you can, minimum you can respond to them at least talking for 5 minutes. Right? Every one of you. Okay. Yes. Thank you for the response. Day 4, we are going to look into the subject generally. We'll get into tomorrow. Tomorrow, for first 5 minutes, I will show you, I'll tell you the details about installation process. Little bit of details. No need to tell. Actually, we have given you a video, right? Blindly follow the video. You'll be able to do it. I'll tell you one point. During installation, you face any issue, reach out to admin, not to me. They will do it. It is enough. They are not technical PEGA resource, but still they can do it. Why not you can do it? Sometimes you face an issue after you're trying, reach out to admin. If you face issue, don't reach out to them simply. Okay. Any other doubts or any other questions that you have? Online students. Do you have any questions? We have 7 more minutes. We don't want to waste the time. Are you all clear? Every one of you respond on the charting window. Are you clear about everything that we have discussed yesterday, today? Yesterday session, today's session, you don't separately, you're not going to see it separately. Combine these two as a single session and try to understand. That makes sense. Okay, revise this video. I recorded yesterday, today. Yesterday only I forgot. Okay. Okay, someone has asked a question or what? Can you repeat once again? BPM steps are. Steps means? This one. Process defines transaction lifecycle. Business rules controls the BPM system. Business rules database, storage place of business rules. Business rules engine, software program. Who are the competitors of PEGA? Someone is asked. Java compiler, can you relate with real time? Can you please see? Nothing to relate. I'll tell you. See, this system has a soft. I already told you during BPM we need one software program interface. No, to drive the rules from rule based to application, we need a software program. No, if I want to write software program, I should use some technology. No, so PEGA tool is writing that software program using some technology of Java. That engine is running. No, to run the engine you need fuel. No, same way to the engine is running, you need compiler to run. You need a compiler. Compiler is there, then only engine will validate everything and all. That's what. Because the engine is developed using Java, internally Java code is running, obviously, which means Java compiler will be there. Without compiler, how it will run? You can see Java code, but you cannot do anything. You cannot understand. Actually, you don't have a necessity to look into it, but I will show you. The flow diagram Java code you want to see internally, this is Java. Let it be loaded. But there is nothing to deal with. You cannot understand, you don't have to do, you cannot edit, but it is not at all required. XML we have to see. While we are practically learning, XML we have to see. I will tell you 2 tags we need to know in the XML. 2 tags only. I missed the last 2 sessions. See, anyone who missed day 1, but if they attend day 2 and day 3, they will be able to understand overall. It will be pretty much clear. No doubt about it. If you have missed the last 2 days, first day you attended, second day you have missed. Anyone who missed yesterday, today's class may not be clear. That's not my fault or your fault. Simply go and watch yesterday's video, again watch today's video, 100% will be clear. Okay, so that's what about. If you have missed, watch the video. Request the admin to share the yesterday's video. They will share you. They will share you software, everything they will give. Okay, look at here now. System requirements, minimum requirements of your system to install PEGA. Someone was asking. Windows must be 64-bit anyhow, everything. See, you have Mac operating system. You cannot install PEGA. There's no way. You must have Windows laptop. Please make sure and note this point actually. Okay, Windows 64-bit. Minimum 8 GB RAM. Minimum, what is the RAM? 8 GB. I'll tell you. You have SSD. Your system is SSD instead of hard disk SSD. Hard disk 8 GB must. SSD sometimes 4 GB also okay. SSD will be faster. Okay. So if you are trying to purchase a new laptop, my recommendation to you is purchase a laptop with SSD only. No hard disk. SSD 256 GB, 4000, let's say. Hard disk 1 TB you are getting 4000. But don't look at the space. Look at the speed. Buy 256 only. SSD only you buy. Your system will be faster. Otherwise, it will be difficult. Purchasing new laptop, anyone? You purchase only with SSD, 8 GB RAM. Purchasing no new laptop. You already have SSD laptop, but 4 GB. Try to run. Not working, extend the 4 GB. They will give you in the hardware shop. They will do it in a minute. Okay. So Windows 64-bit, 8 GB RAM, SSD. I think that's it. Nothing else. That's it. Okay. These are the requirements. Mac operating system. No, you cannot install. Not possible at all. Okay. Windows laptop is must. Last 2 sessions you should be requesting the admin. Admin number is 965253275. Harsha trainings admin Pega. My number is Harsha trainer. Trainer number is this one. Okay. CRM is a different process. Customer relationship, customer leads and all that is completely different. Its model is different. Where would there be any customization involves? If see, you do customization of Pega provided stuff sometimes. For that also you don't have to write coding. That also you do by UI based programming model. No coding nowhere. Even you are customizing Pega provided components, still you customize it without the need of coding. That's it. Six to 66619. Okay, done. I am done from my end. Only 1 minute is there. About certifications, watch day one video. I told you in that video. Day one video. Do I need to use laptop from tomorrow? See, tomorrow by weekend you arrange the laptop at any cost. It's better. By weekend you have your laptop. For now, you to connect to the class, you need laptop, not for the practice. And one more thing is, during the session time, class time, we never do parallel practice. Remember that. During the class, we never do parallel practice. That means you don't need to have a laptop for practice purpose during the session. Suppose you are connecting online, you need a laptop to connect online. That's it. After the session is over, you need to practice. I will tell you that process tomorrow. Tomorrow, I am going to tell you about little bit about you start installation. Don't wait for me. Okay, installation video they provided installation, and then process we follow to help and coordinate with each other during practice and all, during practicals. Okay, so after these details I will get into little bit of subject. Okay, so that's it from mine. I'm going to close the meeting. Thank you for joining everyone. Same meeting link to be used for tomorrow as well, and come on time, join on time. Thank you.